Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing my July monthly favorites. I skipped last month, so I have a bunch of new products that I want to share with you guys and rave about. So if you are interested in hearing about some of my current obsessions, then just keep watching. We're going to dive right in because, like I said, there's a lot to talk about. So I'm going to start off with hair products because I have a few. Then we'll move into skin and then get into all of the makeup goods. So first and foremost is dry shampoo. And I used a lot of this today because I definitely should have washed my hair today. It should have been done. I regret my decision. But luckily we have dry shampoo for that. So this is the one I've been loving. It's from IGK. It's called Direct Flight. So they have another one that I used to use. It's like the charcoal one. I think it's called like First Class or something like that. They're very into airplane themes for their dry shampoos for some reason. But this one is a little bit less intense. This one says it's a medium cleanse dry shampoo, and I definitely would agree with that. It's not as intense as the other one. The other one had kind of like a very textured feel, and it could leave a little bit of a white cast that you could rub out, but it takes a little bit of time. This one goes on. I will show you. It goes on like clear, which I love, and it definitely gives you some nice body and a little bit of texture, but it doesn't make your hair feel too like starchy. Like, you know how sometimes dry shampoos leave your hair feeling very like stiff afterward? This one is not like that. Your hair feels very soft to the touch and not like you just sprayed a half a can of dry shampoo in your hair. So I'm a big fan of this, and it has a nice smell. I don't know how I would describe it. It's nice and it's not too overpowering. So I've really been loving that. Then the next hair product that I wanted to mention just came out. They sent it to me early to test out, which I was really excited about because this is one of my favorite hair brands and I've never received anything from them in PR. So when they wanted to send this to me, I was like, please sign me up because I'm obsessed with you. So that brand is Jisoo. I rave about their hair mask all the time. It's one of my favorite go-to most repurchased hair products. So this is their brand new leave-in conditioner. It is amazing. I always like struggle with leave-in conditioners because sometimes they just like weigh my hair down, or I just feel like they're not really doing anything. This one is really nice. It's very like moisturizing, detangling. It has heat protection, so when you style your hair, you don't have to like add like another product on top of that, and I just love it. It has that signature Jisoo smell, like that honey floral smell that's so good. And yeah, I'm a big fan of this. I already love it. I already know that I'm going to be repurchasing another as soon as it runs out, just because I don't know, something about this brand just really works well with my hair. So definitely would recommend that. And then the last hair product that I wanted to mention is a limited edition scalp and body scrub from The Way. This is their St. Bart's scent. All of their products smell amazing, but this one is just extra good. It just smells like a vacation. It smells like a pina colada. It just smells amazing. So this I love because you can use it on your scalp and your body just like the regular one, but it just smells even better. And yeah, it has a coconut oil and sugar base, which is really nice. I like that it's a sugar scrub rather than salt. Sometimes I feel like salt scrubs, especially on my scalp, just feel like a little bit too drying and just make my hair feel a little bit dry and like crunchy almost, but this one is not like that. It also has, I think, probiotics in there, so it exfoliates and nourishes your scalp and body, and it just leaves everything feeling very smooth. And I have psoriasis, so I always like to go in with a scalp scrub to kind of like get rid of any like dry flaky bits. Granted, this time of year my psoriasis really isn't that bad. I think it's maybe due to sun exposure and the humidity, so it's not too bad right now, but I do really love this. And yeah, I wanted to mention because this scent is limited edition, and I'm guessing they're going to get rid of it after the summertime, but I think it smells way better than the original. And then next I have one skincare product that I wanted to mention, and this product I've actually mentioned in the past and I have always loved it, but I wanted to mention it to you guys again because they actually reformulated it. And so that is from Summer Fridays. This is their jet lag mask, and Summer Fridays is sponsoring a portion of today's video, but I'm a really big fan of their brand. Their Soft Reset exfoliating solution, I swear by that for glass skin. It is so good. But anyways, back to the jet lag mask. I've always loved this. It's great for hydrating and moisturizing, but what they did to reformulate is they removed the fragrance and essential oils. So if you have sensitive skin, this will be a little bit more friendly to you if you are sensitive to those ingredients. And then they also added some skin calming ingredients to make it even more soothing to the skin. So you can use this a few ways, and I will insert a little clip of me applying this, but you can use it at night after you apply like all of your serums, and use it as like an overnight hydrating mask and let it just like really sink in and soak in overnight. You don't have to wash it off or anything like that. So that's one way to use it. And then the other purpose I've been loving this for is to prep my skin for makeup. So for this, I will apply a really like thick layer of it and let it soak in. I let it soak in for maybe like 10 minutes or so, and then I'll go in with like a damp washcloth and just like remove the excess. And it creates the most beautiful base for makeup and just makes your makeup go on so much smoother and helps it look less like cakey and patchy. Recently, I've really been trying to focus on skin prep for makeup to make my makeup look better and last longer, and this I've really been loving. So yeah, I've always been a fan of this product, but I'm happy they reformulated it because it's such a great product, and now I think more people will be able to use it because the ingredients are a little bit more friendly. So it has hyaluronic acid and glycerin, which are great for hydration and moisturizing. It has niacinamide, which helps to reduce like the appearance of pores and even out your skin tone and texture. And then they also added some skin calming ingredients like allantoin and cucumber just to really help, you know, reduce redness and really calm and soothe the skin. And if you guys are interested in picking this up or anything else from Summer Fridays, I do have a code for you guys. It is STEPH15, and you can use it on their website from now until August 29th. So now let's move on to makeup. I've really been trying so many products recently because I want to really pinpoint and nail down wedding makeup because I am getting married next year, and you guys have been asking for an updated bridal makeup video, and I really just wanted to get everything like really perfected, so I've been trying out a lot of stuff. So let's talk about some of my new favorites I've found along the way. First and foremost is a new concealer. This concealer just came out and I saw it advertised and I was like, I need to get it. It sounds amazing. So this is the new Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear. I'm not saying it correctly. I already know. I'm sorry about it. But this is their new concealer, and it is good. So I saved the box so I could remember like all the claims. It says up to 24-hour wear, medium to full, breathable coverage, evens out skin tone, conceals redness and signs of fatigue, smooths fine lines and dry areas with 24-hour moisture, all of those things. Yeah, I don't know about the 24-hour wear because I don't wear my makeup for that long, but I'm obsessed with this formula. It is so good. It reminds me kind of the Dior Skin Correct, which has been my go-to concealer, but this one is even better. I feel like it's a little bit more hydrating, and the formula, I don't know, it just sits on the skin so nicely. And even though the Dior looks bigger, you actually get more product in here. You get 13 milliliters, whereas the Dior, you get 11. So you get more product in here, and I love it. I love the applicator of this. It has kind of like a pointed doe foot, if you guys can see it. So if you want to be a little bit more precise, you can, or you can use like the other side and like do like a really big full swipe. But yeah, these are the two colors that I have been using, 250 and 260. So there are the two shades. This is 260. It's a little bit more peachy pink. And then this is 250, and that one's a little bit brighter. So if I want to add like any extra brightness, I'll go in with 250. It is a matte formula, but it's also very creamy. And when it dries down, it doesn't look dry. So I know sometimes matte and concealer sounds like kind of scary, but it's like a really creamy formula. And I just really love how it wears and sits on the skin and looks under eyes or all of the face. I actually really want to order a deep shade of this to use as like a cream contour, just because the formula is just so beautiful on the skin. So I'm a huge fan of that. And so that will bring me to my next current favorite, which I've been loving. And I used this in my like glowy skin makeup video recently, and that is the NYX Born to Glow concealer. So I really like this for a cream contour. It reminds me of like the Charlotte Tilbury with this like little sponge applicator. You can apply it like right to the face. But the only thing with this is you don't get a lot of product. So how much do you get in here? Yeah, you only get 5.3 milliliters. So you really don't get much product in here at all. It is cheaper, but you don't get a lot of product. So even though I do really love this, I think I'm just gonna go and order a deep shade of this. Yeah, you only get 5.3 milliliters in here. So it's a really nice formula and I do like it, but you don't really get much product in here at all. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end up purchasing the Lancome in a deep shade to kind of do my no foundation makeup. Like I did in that video, I just don't apply foundation. I just do concealers and kind of just blend everything that way because sometimes I just don't want to apply foundation. So then that actually brings me to my next product, which is a foundation. And this, I love it. I don't even want to talk about it because it's so expensive, but it's really, really good. And I don't know how I never tried it, but it is the Dior Air Flash Spray Foundation. And I don't have the cap. I lost the cap. No cap. That's what the kids are saying, right? No cap. Like, totally relate. I have no caps on all my products because I keep losing them. See? No cap. Don't actually know what no cap means. Can someone please explain it? I'm not up to date with the lingo because I'm old. But anyways, Dior Air Flash. It's just amazing, okay? So I showed me applying this on Instagram recently, just like literally spraying it like this onto my face directly, which is amazing. But you can also apply it, you know, to the back of your hand and then go in with a brush or sponge. But it is just the most beautiful, literally airbrushed finish that you could possibly find. And it's water resistant, it has 12-hour wear. And yeah, it's really friggin' expensive, but I just love it. So I will probably be using this for special occasions and probably my wedding makeup. The finish of it is so, so good and it lasts really amazingly on the skin. So I really love it. And I ordered a similar product to this to try, which is called Era. But they sent it to me and the spray didn't work. I tried like declogging it. I tried like soaking it in water or whatever, and the sprayer wouldn't work. So that's kind of annoying, but I will try it out once I get a new bottle and I'll let you know if it's a dupe. So next I have another product from Dior that I picked up recently. This is their Backstage Face Glow palette. I have this in the other shade, but I wanted to pick this one up because I've seen a lot of makeup artists using this and I'm obsessed. It is the number 1 Universal is like the name of this shade. And it has the prettiest colors ever. Like these are like the only colors I would need in life. So I use these as eyeshadows or I use them on the face as highlighters and they're just so beautiful, pigmented, and just, yeah. This palette I definitely like better than the other one. The other one I feel like the color payoff wasn't as good and they were like a little bit too like glittery, but these are just everything. Like so good, buttery, and they just look amazing on the skin. So again, this would be great for brides or just like everyday makeup. These 2 shades in my inner corner, just everything. Obsessed. Then I have 2 blushes that I wanted to mention to you guys, and these are from Laura Mercier. And I think I've talked about this one before, but they have a new shade which is called Chai, and it just looks like this. It's their Color Infusion blush. I know in the pan this literally looks like the most boring shade of all time, but on the skin it is so beautiful. So I have this kind of like on my outer cheek area because I kind of like to mix blushes. So I have this like on the outer area, like where it meets my bronzer. And then on the inner cheek, I like to go in with Strawberry, which is this beautiful kind of like fluorescent pink shade, which I know is like super like trendy right now, like the Dior one that's similar to this. I don't actually really love that one. I love the Coral Dior blush, but the pink one, you have to layer it up so much and then it kind of looks almost chalky, especially if you have like medium tan skin or deeper. It just, the coral one is better, but this is really nice. So I can swatch these for you guys, but they're so beautiful and they go on like butter. So there they are on my hands. They're probably not going to swatch very well. I mean, I guess they should swatch okay, but there they are down there. But yeah, really love the formula of these. They are a matte finish, so I like that. They don't like enhance any texture or pores. And then if you want a glowy cheek, you can just go in with a highlighter like this and strategically add it. So love that. Then also from Laura Mercier, I have talked about this powder before, but I decided to pick it up in a deeper shade. And this is the Candle Glow Sheer Perfecting Powder. I recommended using shade 3 like all over as kind of like a buffing powder, but I decided to get this in shade 5, which I think might be the darkest shade, to use as a bronzer, and it is so beautiful. So if you like just like a little bit of glow to your bronzer, not shimmer, but glowiness, like I have it like up in my forehead, I don't know if you can see, but kind of like right there, like it looks like lit from within, you need to try this bronzer. So I was like loving the Gucci one because that one has a little bit of shimmer in it, but this one's better. It's better. So like I said, I have it on my face today, but if you want to see it swatched there, I'm like the worst swatcher of all time, but it's so beautiful. It's buttery. It blends like a dream. It has a nice golden undertone to it, so it's not going to pull too red or muddy. It's just really beautiful on the skin. And then while we're on the topic of blush and bronzer, I want to mention 2 brushes that I've been obsessed with. So for bronzer, I actually got this brush at the Dollar General. It's from Believe Beauty, but this is like the best bronzer brush ever. I love that it has kind of like this angled shape, so it's good for getting in your cheek or doing up in your hairline. It's not too big. Sometimes I'm crazy with my bronzer and it just looks like a huge muddy mess. So the fact that this is relatively smaller, it just gets it right in the areas that I need it, and it is so incredibly soft, and it's from the dollar store. I think it was like $3 or something like that, maybe $5, but so good. Check out Dollar General for that guy. Then for a blush brush, I've been loving this new Makeup by Mario brush. It is a dual-ended brush. So as I was saying, I like to sometimes apply 2 different blushes. So for like this, I will go in with the bigger side of the brush and go out here. And then for the kind of like inner cheek, sometimes you want a smaller, more precise brush. You can just go right in there, and it just so good. It applies the perfect amount of product. It's very soft, and it helps like blend the product at the same time as you're applying. And I love a dual-ended brush. So the next I wanted to mention an eyeshadow palette, and I don't really wear a ton of eyeshadow these days. Mainly I'm just like a bronzer in the crease and then highlight on the inner corner type of gal. But like I said, I've been trying to find like wedding makeup products. So this is the new Patrick Ta eyeshadow palette, and it is literally the perfect eyeshadow palette, like the perfect one. Like there's nothing else to say. It's so good. It is more on the expensive side, but you get, you know, good size shadows, and they also have cream shadows here. Like if you really want to do kind of like a liner or just like as a base on your eye, you can add the creams. I haven't actually used them yet, I'll be honest with you, but the powder eyeshadows, the formulation is like the best eyeshadow formulation I've ever tried. They're buttery, they're pigmented, they blend like a dream, and yeah, these colors are like, they just scream bridal makeup or just like everyday makeup. So if you're looking for another neutral eyeshadow palette, look no further. I definitely prefer this over like my Natasha Denona Biba palette. It's just like the perfect palette. Then next, moving on to lip products, I have the new Buxom Power Line Plumping Lip Liners. These are amazing. Look no further for lip liners. Like, just stop the search. I was a huge fan of the Marc Jacobs pout liners, but I guess Marc Jacobs is like going out of business or whatever. And like I've been struggling to find the lip liners. So then I was trying out the Huda Beauty lip contours, which I did like. But for some reason, I was finding that where I overlined, like on my skin where I was applying the lip liners, like they were kind of like oxidizing and almost turning gray, like on my skin. And I was like, what is going on? So I tried like other colors, and for some reason they kept like turning color on where I was overlining on my skin. So I was like, I can't keep using these because I overline my lips a lot, especially down here, because my lips are just like all asymmetrical, and I also have a lip piercing here, so I like to really just like go all up on my skin. So I got these in the mail, and I am obsessed. They are so good. They're waterproof. I wouldn't say plumping, like they're gonna make your lips bigger, but I find that they don't like settle into like the crevices or like any kind of like fine lines you have in your lips, which is really nice. So I have I have like all the shades, but these are the shades I use the most. So we have High Def Honey, Smooth Spice, and then Hush Hush Henna, which is what I have on today. So I will kind of swatch these for you guys. I'll do it on this hand. We have the honey shade, the henna shade, and then the spice shade. And not only are the formulas really beautiful, but I love the applicators. So if you see it, it's a twist up. And if you know anything about me, I love a twist up lip liner because I'm way too lazy to go and find a pencil sharpener. And then next thing you know, I'm giving myself a splinter on my mouth. So I love a twist up. And then also it's like an angled little lip liner. So it makes it really quick and easy to just overline, but also fill in your lips at the same time. And then on the other side, it has a lip brush, which is really nice, again, to help blend it and, you know, wear it as a lipstick. So most of the time I will just apply one of these and then I will apply like a lip gloss or a chapstick or just some sort of lip balm over top. I'm not a huge like lipstick wearer. I love to wear lip liners as lipsticks because I feel like they wear a lot better. So definitely would recommend those Buxom lip liners. And then I have one last lip product to mention, and I love this paired with those lip liners or just by itself. Like when I have like no makeup on or like very minimal makeup, this is my favorite thing to put on my lips because it just makes you look like you're one of those girls who's just like naturally beautiful and has like beautiful pink, just plush, pillowy lips, like Megan Fox or someone like that, who you just look like you have the most beautiful lips. So anyways, this is the Fresh Sheer Pink Lip Treatment Sugar Dream Advanced Therapy, which is a very long name, but it just looks like this. It's this really beautiful sheer baby pink type shade, and I love it. It is just so beautiful. So I'm swatching it on my hand. You're not really gonna be able to see a lot, but I feel like you'll get what I'm saying. Like it just looks so good. I'll have to insert like a photo of me wearing this on its own because it's not gonna really go with whatever else I have on my lips today. I have like 10 things on my lips, so don't even ask, but it's just so beautiful. It's moisturizing and it just looks amazing. I feel like this would look good on literally everyone. So obsessed. Then I have one last and final product to mention to you guys, and this is a fragrance. And I did not include this in my summer fragrance video because at the time of that video, this was not even out yet. So I had to mention it in this video because I love it. So it's the new Kayali Utopia Vanilla Cocoa fragrance. And I think this is so beautiful. I will be honest, I don't really get a ton of vanilla or coconut. Like it wasn't smelling like I was expecting. I was thinking it's gonna smell like straight up vanilla and coconut, but it's way more complex. There is like a heavy dose of some sort of like white florals in there, which I definitely pick up on, and it just makes it smell like rather expensive. It kind of reminds me in a very like ever so slight way of the Giorgio Armani Privé Vert Malachite that I raved about. In a way, it kind of reminds me of that. I think maybe the florals in here remind me of it in a way, but it's very beautiful. It smells expensive. It doesn't smell just like a basic vanilla coconut body spray. It's very like deep, and I love this for nighttime. I have to find the notes for you guys. The top notes are honeysuckle, pear blossom, lemon, and coconut milk. The heart is jasmine, gardenia, tuberose, ambrette, and the base is sandalwood, patchouli, vanilla bourbon, and musk. So yeah, there is definitely a good amount of white florals in here. So if you don't like white florals, you're probably not going to like this, but it's very creamy. There is a little bit of coconut in there and definitely some vanilla to give it like a sweetness and creaminess, but it's not just a predominantly vanilla coconut scent to me, but really beautiful for summer. I think this is good for like a date night, summer night type fragrance. The only thing I will say about this is I wish it was a little bit stronger. I feel like I need to apply a lot of it, which is kind of a bummer, but you can always, you know, decant this into like a little travel size spray or order like a travel size and you'll be good to go. But I love the packaging, I love the scent, and yeah, great for like a summer date night. And so yeah, that is going to wrap up my July favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys have tried any of these products or what your current favorites are in the comments below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.